It's a wonderful day, and you're tuning in to the show. Rome is in Manila. This is where I share stories on self improvement, language learning, motivation, productivity, time management. Name it, and I'll try to have it. Honestly, this sounds a little corny, but you'll be hearing this intro for all of this month's episodes, so just enjoy the sounds of it while it lasts. This episode starts in 3, 2, 1.
Is it alright?
Yeah, it's cool. Hello, Alex. I should call you Alex, right?
Yeah, you can call me Alex.
Okay. Yeah. Hello, welcome to the show, Alex. How are you
Yeah,
doing?
I'm really doing well. Yeah,
Mm,
I'm
okay,
doing pretty.
so yep. Okay, so we've just met for the first time like this, and we've actually talked for a while on HelloTalk. So we don't really know each other that much. So would you mind to perhaps give a short introduction before we
Yeah.
discuss stuff? Okay, you go first.
So my name is Alex. Yeah, my English name,
Hmm.
and I'm from South Korea,
Yep.
and I'm 20 years old in my country. Yeah,
20,
20. Yeah, just 20.
20. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm happy to uh, join this podcast recording. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. So I'll introduce myself because you also don't know me that much. So I'm
Yeah.
Rome. I'm from the Philippines. I'm 27.
Mm,
Um, yeah, and I'm podcasting. I've been learning Korean for quite a while, like
mm,
maybe 3 or 4 years now. So
yeah.
yeah, it's I wouldn't really say advanced, more like high intermediate. So
Mm.
that's my current level. How about you? How's your English?
English. I think I'm just intermediate level. I'm in the intermediate. Yeah.
Mm.
So
You're studying in the
I'm
university, right? You're
yeah
studying
I'm
in. Mm.
I'm second year in university.
Mm.
So
What are you
my
studying?
major. Oh yeah. So I'm studying about electrical engineering.
Mm. Oh, cool.
So yeah, it's not. It's like yeah, kind of engineering field. So there's. I don't have to study English for my
Mm.
career, but yeah, but yeah, learning some many languages is better than not doing anything. So.
Right. That's true. That's true. Oh, I forgot. Where are you from, by the way? Are you from Seoul or are you from Busan? I'm not sure.
Uh, I'm exactly from Yongin,
Yongin.
which is not far from Seoul, just
Ah,
uh, yeah, a bit southern from Seoul.
southern.
So yeah,
Mm, south of Seoul. Oh, I see. I think I've never been to Yongin, but I've heard of Yongin before. Oh, cool. And
really.
yeah, okay, so you're 20 years old, you're studying electrical engineering, and yeah, you're
Yeah.
studying English as some sort of a pastime, and you're from Yongin. Okay, I at least know four things about you right now. And you also have your own YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
Yes, because I've seen that, and actually, it's quite interesting when you I forgot. I only watch one video from your channel. It's the
Really.
charanda. That
Korean
video.
lesson.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen that video. It was quite fun because
Lesson.
you know charanda is you did well normally, but in the video that you shared,
Yeah.
you said that it could be used sarcastically based on the tone, and I didn't know people actually do that. Yeah, so yeah, that's cool. That's
Oh,
interesting.
yeah. I'm happy to. help you a little bit in your Korean learning.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay. So actually we didn't really discuss like what specific topics to talk about, but you mentioned that you're interested to talk about online networks.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
like how we met like through the app HelloTalk. So
Yeah.
HelloTalk, for those who do not know, HelloTalk is actually a language learning app, more like language exchange. So people who speak different languages coming together, and then they have their native language and then their target language, and then they could. It's actually like social media, right? Like Facebook, because you
Yeah.
post statuses, and then people respond to it, and perhaps through that you get to meet other people who would perhaps become your language exchange partners. How long have you been in the app?
I guess I've been using this app for about 3 months, 4 months. Yeah, about that
Ah,
period.
okay. So not too long ago. I've been on the app
Yeah.
for over a year, for almost a year now. Actually,
Oh.
my subscription will be ending this month. So because I paid for the
Oh.
premium plan for the VIP so that I could have people. I mean, I could set many languages because the basic plan is your target language is just one. So your native language and then your target language. But with premium, you get up to
Yeah.
three languages. So I subscribe. I've been there for yeah about a year now. So for you, it's just 3 to 4 months. And how do you think about the app so far? Have you made any friends or like
Uh,
was it productive in any manner?
yeah. It's great. I think it's great
Mm,
app. I I met a couple of friends
mm,
that are English native speakers, so every I can get familiar with English every single day from this app,
mm,
chatting and just seeing their posts,
mm.
interesting posts, and yeah, so we can even call,
Right.
in the on the app.
Mm.
Yeah, so I'm really enjoying this app, and yeah, I really appreciate the developer of this app.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I mean that's good for you because you're able to make friends. As for me, well, I've had some friends in the past. Like we talked for 2 to 3 months, and then suddenly both of us got busy, so we're not connected anymore. But yeah, I think
uh,
because I think most Koreans who are in the app, they always claim that they get busy so easily, so they're not on the app for long periods of time.
yeah,
That's the
but
general idea. Yeah. But
mm, I think just yeah, everyone is busy.
mm,
It's not problem for only Korean. Yeah, so
mm,
we can make time to chat with foreigners if we
mm,
are into the language we want to learn. So
mm,
it's about just personal will. Yeah.
right.
So
Cool.
I'm luckily strongly into English so far. So yeah.
Mm,
So I thought uh, this is like I thought this would be like challenging because uh, just
mm,
recording in second language
mm,
is quite difficult. So I've never had this experience in my life. So it's first time,
mm.
and yeah, it's quite cool now.
Oh, I see. That's interesting. Yeah, but you
Yeah.
sound great. I mean, you're able to hold the conversation that we're having until now, and yeah, you're doing fine. And yeah,
Mm, yeah.
okay. So okay, more on online networks. So I'm
Mm,
curious, where do Koreans mostly spend their time on in terms of the online space, the internet space?
mm, yeah. Okay. So first, I'm not that heavy user of social media,
Mm-hmm.
but I've been watching many, seeing many of my friends who are addicted in social media. So
Mm-hmm.
they are usually using Instagram or Facebook, like Clover, social media, and KakaoTalk. You know?
Yeah, I know Kakao Talk. I have Kakao Talk.
Oh yeah, but yeah, at first, maybe probably a few years ago, it was
Mm-hmm.
not that Clover social media, but yeah, it's getting bigger and bigger, I guess. So
Mm-hmm.
many foreigners know that, I think so. Um, and there is a searching engine like Google
Mm-hmm.
in Korea, that is named Naver.
Mm-hmm. Neighbor.
So yeah, that's the uh, most popular search engine in our country. So whenever we uh, have that familiar image, green neighbor,
Mm-hmm.
so that's the online service that many Korean use the most.
I see. Yeah, so most Koreans use the same social media that most people use globally, Instagram,
Yeah,
Facebook, and then you have your own Kakao Talk. And of
yeah.
course, Naver, that's what most people use for search. Actually, I'm very sorry. You could hear the dogs barking. That's my neighbors.
It's okay. It's very natural. Yeah, natural podcast.
Yeah. Right. Actually, I'm very familiar with Kakao Talk and Naver. In fact, I actually have books here about Kakao. Wait, I'm lifting my mic. This one, I have this book called Connect
Oh,
Everything. It's the story of Kakao. I'm not done
wow.
reading it yet, but it's on
Mm,
my reading list. I also have one on Naver, but it's probably in another bookshelf, not on my background. Yeah, because
mm,
this one is a Korean history, and then the other
wow.
one is the Korean version, Wiguguna
Mm.
Wihan Hanguksa. So yeah,
Oh,
I'm reading a lot on Korean these days, but yeah, I'm still a beginner in terms of the culture and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Mm,
but can you tell me why you guys are using KakaoTalk or Neighbor? Because I know there are lots of apps like
mm,
WhatsApp or uh,
WeChat,
yeah, something like that. But
Line.
is there yeah, is there any reason?
Well, for Kakao, I first used Kakao because I had Korean friends. So
Mm,
for my Korean friends, it's easier to communicate with them using Kakao. And also because
yeah.
I used to work for a Korean company. And while
Oh.
working with a Korean company, I had to communicate with people from Korea. So I
Mm,
use Kakao. But not many Filipino people use Kakao, I think, unless they're fanatics of K-pop and the likes.
mm.
Yeah,
So they are maybe using WhatsApp or WeChat like that.
yeah. Or Line. Line is popular. So is Viber and Telegram. Do you know Telegram? Yeah.
Yeah, it's also popular in my country. So yeah.
Okay. Telegram is actually Russian, I
Mhm.
think. It's a Russian app, maybe, if I'm not mistaken.
Ah, really?
Yeah,
Mm.
I think it's
Yeah.
Russian.
Maybe yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So what
Mm.
else do you have on like online networks? Because actually, I think Naver is so big, and so is Kakao. Because Kakao has Kakao
Yeah.
Story, and you even have Kakao Bank
Mm.
and Kakao Taxi.
Yeah. Many. Yeah.
So
They are
there,
just uh yeah overwhelming.
mhm. But Like,
any subject
are
shows.
are there like very popular forums in Korea where people just put in information? Because in English speaking countries, we have Reddit.
Mm.
So it's like a
Ah,
forum for stuff. So do you have anything like that in Korea?
uh, yeah, I guess. I think there is a community
Mm.
named what was the name of that? Mm, wait,
Go on, it's
uh,
okay.
the name was, yeah. I'm not,
Maybe it's not something that you use regularly, so
yeah, 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 I'm not user of that, so uh, mhm. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know. Yeah,
that's okay.
yeah, there definitely is. There are, yeah, there are the communities like Reddit.
Mm,
So yeah, but I'm not. I don't want to waste my time
mm,
on that because that's just for fun and some jokes. Yeah,
mm,
it's just for fun.
I see. Okay,
So
because for us, Reddit is, well, a lot of people use Reddit for fun, but there's
mm,
also a lot of people who use it for communicating like
mm,
ideas like that. So
uh,
it's quite useful sometimes for news too. But yeah, I think if there's a Korean version of that, yeah, if I tried to read it, I'd probably get nosebleed because even reading,
yeah.
yeah, even reading
So
news communication. Yeah, you're saying something.
mm, so the service I usually use is Naver Cafe.
Naver
So
Cafe. Okay,
yeah,
it's what is Naver Cafe?
it's a service, one of a service in that Naver runs,
Mm,
and uh, if when we are neighbors member or neighbors members, we
mm,
can make cafe in a particular category like English speaking or some RC cars or anything. It's okay.
oh.
So
Is that like a
just
blog
search.
or
Oh no, not blog.
not blog?
Yeah, yeah, because uh, like just Reddit or something as social media.
Mm-hmm,
Uh, uh, when we join that cafe,
mm-hmm,
we can just write on posts and can comment on other people's posts. So we can communicate in particular topics. So for me,
mm-hmm.
when I was studying English exam named TOEIC,
Toy.
yeah,
Okay.
it's really, yeah, popular in my country because when we get a job, we
Mm,
need to beat some scores. Yeah. So I didn't go like academy that is not free. Just
mm,
I joined the cafe and get some good stuffs and materials, educational materials for free. Yeah, and just a question about my study.
mm.
So yeah, that was really helpful, and
Oh,
yeah,
so
that
Naver
was
Cafe
really
is like a
really good.
forum, and it's free for all, right?
Yeah,
Mm, I
yeah,
see.
exactly.
I've
Yeah,
never
and there
tried
is a
Naver Cafe, but yeah.
kind of rank.
Mhm. Uh,
Yeah, I highly recommend to use.
yeah, I'll check it out. I actually have Naver apps on my phone, but that's only Naver Dictionary,
Mm,
Papago,
Papago,
and
yeah.
I have audio clip. You know, audio clip.
Ah, yeah, I've heard of it, but I've never used it. Yeah,
Okay. Audio
so
clip
far.
is it's like a podcast
Mm,
sphere because people publish stuff there. I actually tried to put my podcast on audio clip, but
mm,
I think I need to have
mm.
registration number in Korea to get into it. So
Ah,
it's not an easy thing to do for
yeah.
foreigners, I think. But
Mm,
it's good. I usually listen to Korean
mm.
ASMRs using that app. Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
ASMR.
yes. Are you familiar with ASMR?
Uh, I just know that there is ASMR that um, like the name is uh, the ASMR that will help your sleep or uh, you can focus on your studying with ASMR, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Is it
yeah.
you are you saying that kind of thing or real conversation?
For the one I'm listening to on audio clip, it's actually called Nega Saranghan Peoder.
Mm,
So it's some actors and actresses they are recording about their favorite actors, actresses, or movies.
mm,
It's also not the whisper type of ASMR because whisper is like 안녕하세요, 안녕하세요,
uh,
like that. So it's not like that.
yeah. Uh, yeah, yeah.
It's like
So that's
they're
a conversation.
it's conversation but very soft voice, but not whisper. So I
Yeah.
could still hear what they're saying, and then there's sometimes background music. So that type,
Mm,
because I
good,
find it
good.
weird to say 안녕하세요, 안녕하세요.
Yeah, I I can get I can get a deep sleep without that. I don't need that.
Yeah, but some people really like it, so it's their preference. So I just
Yeah.
respect them. But for me, it's not my style, and yeah,
Mm,
probably not your style as well.
yeah. Not cup of my tea.
Yeah. So, what kind of English content are you consuming? I mean, in relation to you studying
Uh,
English.
yeah, I'm actually same with you, kind of same with you
Mm,
because I'm yeah. The application that I recently used the most is uh, named Papang, and it's a Korean podcast application. So
mm,
there is a podcast named Culips, and which is educational English podcast. So I I usually listen to those tons of episodes uh, a couple of times, maybe
mm,
2 or 3 times a day. So
mm,
yeah, it really helpful, and yeah, I want to recommend many English learners to listen to it and repeat. Yeah,
mm.
repetitive. Do it repetitive listening.
Right. Yeah. Actually, I heard that from some Korean people. They say that the key to understanding a language is 반복 듣기, right?
Oh
Repetitive
yeah,
listening.
yeah. I totally agree that.
Yeah. I also agree because
Mm,
when you keep listening, I think it's like it opens your ears to the
mm.
language. But of course,
And
aside from listening,
mm,
you need to do shadowing.
shadowing.
Mm.
So yeah, in that part, I'm kinda a little bit expert in
In
the field.
shadowing.
Yeah, because I actually made a video about that in my
Mm,
YouTube channel. So uh, if you're interested in shadowing, so you can check that out for
mm.
some tips. Yeah, because I'm doing that every single day with
Oh.
American movie with an American movie. So
Mm.
it really helped me. And what was I want to talk about something. Mm, yeah, the, I one thing that I realized while doing repetitive listening
Mm.
is I can just remember the repetitive phrase in the podcast, like you know, uh, the in the Culips
Mm.
podcast, the
Mm.
host uh, says every in every episode that uh, uh, like so give it a download or something like
Mm.
praise, give it a download or visit our website, blah blah blah.
Mm.
So yeah, so I when my ears get familiar with that phrases, I can speak it. Yeah,
Mm.
in
Right.
like this situation just automatically. So
Right.
yeah, really great.
So it's like you're listening to it, but at the same time, it allows you to have a deeper understanding of the context, so that you can use it personally on your own when you are in the
Yeah,
situation.
yeah. Even I didn't even find any dictionary to um, figure out that meaning, but yeah, I can just naturally understand that meaning and nuance. Yeah,
Mm.
what situation I can use that. So
Okay, I
I'm
see.
quite
Mhm.
surprised that I can speak well more than I thought. So
Mhm. Wait, so
how
so
is it?
this is the first time you're speaking in English for a long time? Like
Yeah,
we've been
no,
speaking for 30 minutes, not
not the
really,
first
right?
time.
Mm.
Actually, I've talked to my HelloTalk friends
Mm.
for an hour. Uh, I usually do that, but that's like a casual situation. That's not official recording situation, so
Okay.
I can just speak any words. But
Right,
yeah,
right.
it's a bit official situation now.
Okay, I see. No need to worry, because this is just a podcast. It's not like on national TV or anything.
Uh, but who knows?
Right. Yeah, it's good actually that we've had this kind of conversation about online networks and the things we do, Hello Talk and stuff. Um, yeah. So, what are the other things that you're doing now to study English further, aside from Hello Talk, from shadowing,
Mm,
and from repetitive listening? And
uh,
I want to ask, where do you plan to use English further? Because you're studying electrical engineering, and you don't really need
yeah,
English for your job, unless you're gonna
yeah,
go international sales or something.
yeah, maybe, yeah, probably. I don't necessarily need
Mm.
advanced skills in English, but mm, recently I I've been thinking that I wanna work abroad in the future,
Mm.
not my country, because in my country there is really uh, lots of competition. So,
Mm.
just, but yeah, if I get advanced skills in English,
Mm.
I can get a really real good opportunity to work abroad. Like any countries, they are speaking English in their work or in their life. So I
Mm.
think it would be uh, helpful in uh, some way
Right.
in my future.
I see. Okay, that's cool. Actually, I actually have a friend. Well, not really friend. He's like a businessman. I know a businessman in Korea. He works in sales, international sales, and he speaks English well.
Mm,
But I remember when he studied in college, he
mm,
studied literature. I think he studied literature, and then he had a minor in Spanish. So he can speak Korean, Spanish, and English. And
mm,
now his job is sales. He's selling
yeah.
he's selling auto
Oh,
parts. so
what? Ah,
so it's quite interesting. So because he knows
yeah.
languages, he can do sales, international sales.
Mm, yeah. So I guess he started language learning earlier than sales, I guess.
Yeah, probably. Because his
So,
major was
but
literature. Yes.
I'll, hmm, I'm just wondering that uh, what what factor what why did you decide to learn Korean? Because Korean is not the global language like English. Yeah, it's just used in only Korean.
Right, right.
Korea, yeah.
Well, it started when I met a mentor who speaks Korean, and then he publishes books, writes poems like that. So when I met this mentor, I thought, oh, I'd like to study Korean because he cannot speak English, so that I could
uh,
understand the books he's writing like that. And then yeah, as I went through that, I also started liking Korean culture, especially Korean food. So yeah, I just kept on
yeah.
studying and studying. Yeah, not like most people who study Korean because of pop culture or anything. It's not that it's bad, but it's just not my motivation. Yeah,
Mm,
and
so,
I think because Korea is also growing in economy, so
mm,
it's helpful to know Korean language. And I'm also using Korean in my job right now.
oh, really?
Yes.
Now you're using. Oh, so can you explain your what your job is
Okay, right
a
now
little bit
I
shortly?
work for a financial markets data company. It's like we're
Mm,
a financial markets data vendor, and yeah, that's kind of the nature of the job. But what I do is I communicate with Korean companies, mostly investor related, to get some information.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's like the gist of it. It's related
Mm,
to finance,
so,
investment, and stuff, but Korean companies are my like specifics.
wow. So you're really uh, precious source in your company, right?
I hope so.
uh, uh, finally, you can you name it your mentor who is from Korean? Yeah, South Korea.
Well, I'll keep it a secret for now.
Oh, really?
Minutes left. So, is there anything you want to say or you want to advertise about our plug?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so first, I really enjoyed this conversation. So thank you for Rome to inviting me in this podcast
Mhm.
recording.
Sure. Thank you for
And
joining.
yeah, and for listeners, if there are learner who is into Korean, uh, check check out my YouTube channel named Connect by Language. So yeah, there is. I'm planning to make videos about Korean culture and Korean language as well Korean food. So
Mm,
yeah, you will enjoy that.
all right. Cool. Thank you very much, Alex, for the time. And hopefully, we'll see you
Yeah.
again next time.
Oh, I yeah really appreciate.
Bye
Say
bye.
bye. Goodbye.
Bye. It's a wonderful day, and you're tuning in to the show. Rome is in Manila. This is where I share stories on self improvement, language learning, motivation, productivity, time management. Name it, and I'll try to have it. Honestly, this sounds a little corny, but you'll be hearing this intro for all of this month's episodes, so just enjoy the sounds of it while it lasts. This episode starts in 3, 2,